Angel says, you were wrong, very wrong, and the consequences you ignored are coming faster than you think. Watch fast. Every choice you made has led here. Angel warns, you were wrong, very wrong. Don't blink. Watch fast. Angel says, the truth you refuse to see has arrived. You were wrong, very wrong. Watch fast before it's too late. You thought you could hide from fate, but Angel says otherwise. You were wrong, very wrong. Watch fast. Angel says, your actions echoed in silence, but the reckoning is near. You were wrong, very wrong. Watch fast. Even angels are shaken by your choices. You were wrong, very wrong. Watch fast and face the truth. Angel says, you ignored the warnings, and now reality is unforgiving. You were wrong, very wrong. Watch fast. Your misjudgment has consequences beyond imagination. Angel says, you were wrong, very wrong. Watch fast now. Angel says, this moment will change everything. You were wrong, very wrong. Watch fast or regret it forever. The universe whispers your mistakes aloud. Angel says, you were wrong, very wrong. Watch fast and pay attention. Angel says, you thought it was small, but it was massive. You were wrong, very wrong. Watch fast. Time won't wait for your apology. Angel says, you were wrong, very wrong. Watch fast and understand why. Angel says, your choices were blind, your heart stubborn. You were wrong, very wrong. Watch fast before it's too late. The signs were everywhere, yet you ignored them. Angel says, you were wrong, very wrong. Watch fast. Angel says, you misread the path, and now the storm comes. You were wrong, very wrong. Watch fast. Every action has a reaction, and Angel says, yours were catastrophic. You were wrong, very wrong. Watch fast. Angel says, you dismissed the truth, and now it confronts you. You were wrong, very wrong. Watch fast. Even angels shake their heads at your decisions. You were wrong, very wrong. Watch fast and see why. Angel says, your pride blinded you, and consequences are ruthless. You were wrong, very wrong. Watch fast. The mistake you made is bigger than you imagine. Angel says, you were wrong, very wrong. Watch fast. Angel says, the universe has recorded your error, and now it speaks. You were wrong, very wrong. Watch fast. Every heartbeat carries a warning. Angel says, you were wrong, very wrong. Watch fast before it's too late. Angel says, you underestimated the cost of your choices. You were wrong, very wrong. Watch fast. This is not a dream. Angel says your mistake is real. You were wrong, very wrong. Watch fast. Angel says, the moment has come for truth to strike. You were wrong, very wrong. Watch fast and pay attention. You ignored the whispers of your conscience. Angel says, you were wrong, very wrong. Watch fast. Angel says, your arrogance invited the storm. You were wrong, very wrong. Watch fast before everything changes. The path you chose leads only to regret. Angel says, you were wrong, very wrong. Watch fast. Angel says, the error is undeniable and it's urgent. You were wrong, very wrong. Watch fast. Even angels can't undo this, but they warn you. You were wrong, very wrong. Watch fast. Angel says, your denial is over. You were wrong, very wrong. Watch fast and feel the reality. Every second counts now. Angel says, you were wrong, very wrong. Watch fast or it's gone forever. Angel says, the mistake you think is small is colossal. You were wrong, very wrong. Watch fast. The echoes of your error are loud. Angel says, you were wrong, very wrong. Watch fast. Angel says, your misstep has a ripple effect you can't control. You were wrong, very wrong. Watch fast. You've been warned silently before, now openly. Angel says, you were wrong, very wrong. Watch fast. Angel says, even heaven notices your fault. You were wrong, very wrong. Watch fast and prepare. You ignored the signs of destiny. Angel says, you were wrong, very wrong. Watch fast. Angel says, the truth will hit like lightning. You were wrong, very wrong. Watch fast. No excuses remain. Angel says, you were wrong, very wrong. Watch it fast. Angel says, The universe is unforgiving when you ignore warnings. You were wrong, very wrong, watch and fast. Every wrong choice is now exposed. Angel says, you were wrong, very wrong, watch and fast. Angel says, you must see this to believe it. You were wrong, very wrong, watch fast. Even the skies seem to shake at your mistake. Angel says, you were wrong, very wrong, watch Vanda. Angel says, the consequences are closer than you think. You were wrong, very, very wrong, watch fast. You thought you were safe, but Angel warns otherwise. You were wrong, very wrong, watch fast. Angel says, the truth is merciless today. You were wrong, very wrong, watch fast. The moment of reckoning has arrived. Angel says, you were wrong, very wrong, watch fast. Angel says, you ignored wisdom for your own gain. You were wrong, very wrong, watch fast.